Greetings, vivacious Virgos. How are you all? Welcome to your May horoscope. I wish you all a lovely month coming up. Okay, so to start the whole shebang, you have a new moon on the 4th of the month, and it's in your 9th house. Now, the 9th house is all about hopes and dreams, travel, higher learning, and so these are new beginnings in this area. So, with regard to travel, you might find some overseas connections. You might meet people from overseas, or perhaps go overseas and have a relationship with somebody. You could even study while you're overseas. The energy of the higher mind is really activated with the new moon. So you might be looking at metaphysical topics, astrology, psychic readings. You're looking to a deeper part of life. So it's not surface stuff. It's all, reality, I guess. It's a deeper awareness and insight into reality. Okay, now on the 7th, Mercury also goes into your 9th house and Venus on the 16th. And so this brings an appreciation of love, an appreciation of beauty and art. And with Mercury there, there's some activity around communication. So you'll find that you'll be doing lots of things, going back and forth, organising around these areas. So a new lover could come into your life. So if that's what you're looking for, that's great news for you. Okay, so the first half of the month, we have Mars in your 10th house. Now, that's going to give you a lot of motivation and get up and go. And it's around your career and your vocation. So when I talk about career and vocation, I'm not just talking about just a job that you do for money. This is going to give you an awareness of the work you should be doing, the work that makes your heart sing, your career, which is really being guided by your higher self and your soul. Okay, so it's just not a job for a job's sake. It's also around career and vocation, it's your reputation. So you might be feeling inclined to build a profile out there on the internet, or perhaps you become more well known in your vocation. People get to know that you do a good job and that you're diligent and you care about what you do. Okay, so after the 16th, Mars then moves from the 10th into your 11th house, which is all about your friends and groups and associations. This could also be set up as part of your work as well, moving from the 10th house. So it might be that your career has kind of in some way encouraged you to get out into the world more. So you might be organising groups and gatherings for other people, and it's a friendly kind of atmosphere. If it is work, it's not just about work. These are friends that you care about. Okay, networking is very well aspected with Mars here after the 16th. Now, the 11th house is also your hopes and dreams and your wishes. And so if you have something in your heart that you've been desiring to do for a long time, but you haven't actually, bitten the bullet and gone and done it, this will give you some motivation to put some steps in place. Mars is about active action. It's not just like sitting back and thinking about, oh, I'll do that one day, because, this thing happens. And I'll let you in on a little secret, because many of you will probably be younger than I am, and that is, as you get older, the time goes quicker. That's what I'm finding. The busier you get, the quicker the time goes. And so you'll become aware with Mars here that you really, need to get active about getting your hopes and dreams and your ideals into physical reality. So, even if it is a metaphysical topic like astrology or psychic readings or the esoteric generally, you'll be looking at physical ways to make them real. So bring your heart's desires out into the world so you can broaden your horizons. Okay, so maybe you'll be thinking about what your ideals actually are and getting clear. Now, the only proviso with Mars there, I would say also, is don't overthink it. With all this motivation and everything, Mars can sort of make you overthink if you're inclined to do that. So thinking is fine, planning, strategizing, and getting that inspiration of your heart out there, but you've got to take control of your head, okay? You're the boss of your head, so you need to take control of your thoughts, basically. The 18th sees a full moon in the 3rd house, which again underscores what I was just saying about it's your head, so you have to take control. And the 3rd house is about communications, and there is a lot of thinking that can go on in the 3rd house too, and because it's learning, sharing, teaching, out there in the world, showing people, modeling behavior and showing people how to do it. Okay, the 3rd house is also about your siblings. So if you've lost contact with a sibling, you could maybe hear some news, but if you lost contact, there might be a reason. So then you might think about that. And again, you have to be careful you don't overthink. Alrighty. So short trips is also well aspected. Trips around your local environment and around your home area. The 22nd sees the Sun and Mercury go into your 10th house. And again, that's your vocation and your reputation. And it's, maybe you'll be getting on the internet and doing some more social media or blogging. It's a great time, like, for publishing, getting your thoughts out there. Jupiter's in your 4th house until the end of the year, and that brings an expansion around your home and family. So you might be thinking of renovating or upsizing or growing your home in some way, or growing your family. You could have people come in that are like family, so there might be a lot of family gatherings up until the end of the year. Okay, so let's have a look, dear Virgos, vivacious Virgos, at the psychological cards for the energy around you in May. May horoscopes for Virgos. Alrighty, let's see what we can see. Okay, some new opportunities coming up for some of you, and the first card that comes out is humiliate. Now, let's just see what comes with this, because it might be something really positive. Okay, humiliate. It's not a very nice word, is it? Humiliate, and what goes with that? Yeah, I'm seeing money. Okay, wow. If you're spending money on drinking too much or any sort of addiction, this card doesn't just mean alcohol addiction. It could be any kind of addiction, and feeling sorry for yourself. So it's humiliating. So now with Mars going in and all this thinking going on, you might start thinking about, are there any ways that you humiliate yourself? And it's good, because it's good to think about this and really release it, because these things have been in us for so long, and sometimes inherit the tendency to feel sorry for ourselves, or the tendency to embarrass ourselves. So if you can think about it and write it down, because writing it down in a journal helps to get it out, okay? And if you've got somebody that you can trust, that you can talk to about it, that would be good too, okay? So that's the good side of it, is that no matter what's happened to us, you can always choose how you respond to a situation that's happened. Alrighty, so an enlightening month, I hope, for you, dear vivacious Virgos, and make the best of it. Find the silver lining and really go for what your heart desires in May. I'm wishing you a very happy month, and all the best, and I shall see you next month for your horoscopes. Okay, thank you, and bye for now.